Corey Sturmer and other concerned citizens would like to project a news piece produced by WTVD Channel News. Piece runs 8 minutes. I mean, we do not use public time for items that are a video that's already in the public domain. It's already out there. We all have the ability to see it. So
contacted the city clerk's office, and they've agreed to consolidate our time into.
Oh no, I didn't.
Actually,
I told you I would pass the request to the mayor.
Right, exactly,
And she's rejecting it.
so you're not willing to take a look at the piece then?
well, I mean, we can see the piece.
Okay.
It's on WTVD. So we're.
But is your statement you're going to consolidate all three of these to have the same in this one, so we watch this one
So
thing?
we can watch the piece, and it's about a 7-minute and 30-second piece, and then I was going to follow with about 1 minute, so it would take our 3 people with 9 minutes. It's essentially the same amount of time. So.
What would the council like to do?
Up to you, Mayor.
Ever consolidating groups of people for a block of time, so I don't want to start that precedent.
We just had a bunch of
I don't
people
really hear the
just then.
support for this, and we don't need to have this argument.
There were a
If
bunch
you
of
would like to do your 3 minutes, then that's fine.
Okay, well, I would like to pass
Okay?
out.
Are you Corey?
I am not, but
Okay. Is Corey Sturmer here? Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I didn't prepare anything because I was under the impression that we could combine the time and watch the clip. The things that I would say are in the clip anyhow, so I don't really understand the resistance to watching it.
Because, I mean, there's a lot of people here. We're trying to respect everybody's time. This is something that's it's already in the public domain, and we all have the ability to see. So we're just, you give 3 minutes of time,
Right,
and the council has decided not to consolidate the times. So if you would like to use your 3 minutes, that's great. If not, then you can let the next person speak.
All right, sure. I'll wing it then. For those of you who are not aware, the city of Raleigh has fluoridated their water for close to 40 years now, and this practice originally was done under the guise that it was beneficial to our teeth. As new science has shown, as the WTVD piece clearly shows, and as the city of Raleigh's own documents show, this is what I just mentioned. It's a guise. It's not true. In fact, fluoride, as we have discovered through our efforts, research, and talking with different members of various government agencies, it is not beneficial to our teeth. It's completely unsubstantiated claim made by mostly unscientific people. But the interesting thing is that even our own government agencies have now recommended against the practice of fluoridation. The CDC made a recommendation recently that babies no longer be fed formula that was mixed with fluoridated water. Nestle and Gerber had a recent lawsuit due to the fact that they were selling water to babies with fluoride added to it, allegedly so that it would benefit the development of the baby's teeth. As a result of that practice, they encountered a huge financial settlement, financial lawsuit, and then subsequent settlement, which forced them to begin selling water with fluoride taken out, and they actually advertise this on the front of the bottle. Now, I'd love to know why a international national corporation would go so far as to advertise their correction of what is now accepted as a mistake without there being a mistake acknowledged. The reason that we came here today was to play the clip so that you guys, we would be certain that you did watch it and you did understand that this is not just one person in the wilderness speaking out about a random policy. It is a whole national movement of people, in addition to the mainstream media, the actual mainstream media now acknowledging the fact that fluoride is not only not beneficial to our teeth, but is hazardous to our health, given that it is simply byproducts from the fertilizer waste industry. So, in short, in 3 minutes or so, my recommendation is to all of you, use it. Use this as an opportunity. We're not here villainizing anybody or demonizing. We're here to simply recommend that you use this as an opportunity to correct past mistakes and, make it political if you have to. Be that politician who took that step
Okay.
to, help the people.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Okay, next we have Rocco Piserchia. I'd like to discuss local government for sustainability and public water fluoridation.
Good evening. Thank you for your time. I would like to follow up with what I had spoken last month about an organization that Raleigh is a member of. I had watched the video, Sustainable Raleigh 2012 promotional video, and it was very interesting. It talked about sustainability being defined in 3 areas: environment, economy, and community. The 3 pillars of sustainability as defined by Agenda 21 in the United Nations and ICLEI, and of course Raleigh is a member of ICLEI. ICLEI was originally called the International Cities for Local Environmental Initiatives. The international part got some bad press, so then became local governments for sustainability. They got rid of the international part because we know everyone that believes Agenda 21 is a wild conspiracy theorist. But Raleigh is a member of ICLEI. In your video, Sustainable Raleigh 2012, we have these 3 pillars: environment, economy, and community. But once again, Agenda 21 presents the 3rd pillar as social equity. People who attempt to ridicule Agenda 21 ignore the fact that the environmental initiatives instituted by the globalists have been well established in this country. This is not a left or right issue like most others. I happen to be a Republican. However, Republican President Richard Nixon founded the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, after a UN conference. The 1992 Rio Summit, Rio de Janeiro, that is what established Agenda 21. That treaty was signed by Republican President George H.W. Bush. People attempt to ridicule Agenda 21 by saying that was non-binding. Of course, the Senate did not ratify it. However, local municipalities like Raleigh, under the auspices of other planning organizations, central collectivist planning organizations like ICLEI, attempt to implement these objectives of Agenda 21. So, I'd like to give you some facts and then follow up with a question or two. ICLEI, again, which was International Cities for Local Environmental Initiatives, and which is now merely Local Governments for Sustainability. Raleigh is a member of ICLEI, as is Cary, as is Chapel Hill, as is Charlotte. But I do have the privilege of speaking to the City Council of Raleigh tonight, so I know you can't speak for those others. Why do we need, I would say first off, why do we need central planning? The essence of Agenda 21 is to deindustrialize the West and destroy our personal property rights. That doesn't sell. What sells is sustainability, which is a cuddly phrase, sustainability. I would ask you first, what are you trying to sustain by undermining personal property rights? By instituting really fascist zoning laws and regulations, fascist insider zoning laws and regulations, by attempting to sell the people of this community that light rail is a good thing when it is not needed. Now, Governor-elect McCrory, when he was mayor of Charlotte, was part of the
Thank you very much,
Council.
Mr. Piserchia. Your 3 minutes is up.
Okay.
Okay, next we have Katie Haberman, who would like to... No. We don't. This is a public hearing. It's an opportunity for you to speak. This is not a question and answer period, but thank you.
Other people got more than 3 minutes.
Next we have Katie Haberman is up.